Hey guys, what is up? Alright guys, so today I have a pretty good topic, and it is how to convince your parents into letting you get a motorcycle. I think I'm pretty qualified to talk about this topic, just because I actually convinced my parents to let me get a motorcycle. I've actually done it, guys. I was in the exact same boat you were. I was like, dude, I want a motorcycle. I was like, Mom and Dad, can I get a motorcycle? And they were like, absolutely not. Their exact words. Absolutely not. So I'm going to start out by telling you how I convinced my parents I wanted a motorcycle. So it started out, I was like, yo, Mom and Dad, I want a motorcycle. I want a Ninja 250. And everybody wants a Ninja 250 to start out on. You know, it looks freaking awesome. It's not super dangerous because it's pretty slow. And it looks awesome. It looks like a crotch rocket. And they're pretty cheap, So I was like, Mom, Dad, I want this bike. I'll save up. I will get it. I'll buy it myself. They were like, no way, no how. You're not getting that bike. So I was like, well, shoot. And I actually worked on them for a while to get that Ninja 250, but it just never happened. And I even changed my dad's background to a Ninja 250 on his computer. Like, you gotta keep him thinking about it. I went from a Ninja 250 to a dual sport. I was like, okay, what about a street trail? I really want a dirt bike, but we don't have a truck. So if I get a dual sport, I can ride it from trail to trail. Watch this. Woohoo! I can ride it from trail to trail. And, that'd be cool. I was like, Dad, maybe even you can ride it with me. We can share it. My dad was like, yeah, why not? Okay, you can save up. My mom was still like, absolutely not. No way, no how. You are not getting a motorcycle on the road at all. So I was like, okay. What about a dirt bike? And so they were like, okay, you can get a dirt bike. So one of my buddies was selling his old Honda 230. So I bought it for like $900, And it's actually pretty smart because I learned how to ride on it. So I bought the 230, rode that for a while. This is when I was like 16, 17. And I was like, okay, Mom, because my dad was down for it, he was just following whatever my mom said. So I was like, Mom, what if I get a dual sport that is toddled and has a tag, and then I wait till I'm 18 to take it on the road? She was like, okay, we can do that. This was like over a year. I finally convinced her to let me get a motorcycle over a year. Hopefully nobody sees me do this. Haha. Nobody's here, thank God. There was so many stairs after like asking her 8,000 times, can I get a motorcycle? She was finally like, you can get one, but you can't ride it on the road until you're 18. So I was like, yes, thank you so much. And then I bought this thing and rode it on the dirt until a month before I turned 17. Then I took the MSF course and got my license, and then at that point I was like, yo, I have a tag, I have a license. There's no way I'm not gonna ride this on the road. So I just did it. And I turned 18 and here I am today. So that's how I convinced my parents to get a motorcycle. So that's how I did it. Now I'm gonna try to help you do it. First of all, you have to know that you are responsible enough to have a motorcycle. And know that you will make yourself wear all the right gear and be a responsible rider. Because I don't want a whole bunch of people using my tactics to convince their parents to let them get a motorcycle and then they kill themselves, because I'd feel awful. So yeah, know that you have to know yourself that you are responsible. How do you like that, sport bike? You have to know you're responsible, and after you know yourself that you are responsible enough to have a motorcycle, you need to show your parents that you are responsible. And that's the hard part, is showing them that you are responsible enough and that you won't just go out there and kill yourself, honestly. That's what it comes down to. But also, before you start proving your parents that you're responsible, you probably need to choose the right bike. And honestly, the right bike for a kid or for anybody starting out is a dual sport or a supermoto of some sort. That is the right bike. First of all, in your parents' eyes, whenever they see a crotch rocket, even if it is just a Ninja 250, they think death. Crotch rocket and death go hand in hand. They just do. I don't know, in everybody's brain, they go hand in hand. So whenever your parents see a dirt bike, most of them, they're just like, that could be kind of fun, you know. They probably won't get as hurt. They don't go as fast. That's what they would think. Third gear. After you get your mind off of a Ninja 250 or a sport bike of any type, if they still want you to get a dual sport or supermoto, then you probably want to go for a dirt bike. I mean, dirt bikes are fun, dude. They are really fun, first of all. Second of all, it's a great way to learn how to ride if you've never ridden a motorcycle before. Third of all, I don't know a whole lot of parents that wouldn't let their son get a dirt bike. Get your mind on the right bike, whether it's a dual sport or a dirt bike or whatever. Just prove to your parents that, you know, I don't want to crotch rock. I just want a bike I can have fun on. You know, I don't want to go freaking crazy fast. I just want to have fun. Next thing to do is just convince your parents that you are responsible enough to own a motorcycle. And I personally think that you should be driving for at least a year before you get on a motorcycle. Wait till you're 17. Show them you can drive a car. Right when you turn 16, you get your first car, don't ask for it right then. Or maybe get like hint at them at that age. You know, give them a couple hints like, hey, you know, I might want a motorcycle. Or get a dirt bike at that age. Drive your car for a year, don't get in any wrecks at all. Show them you can drive a car. Oh my gosh. That jump was huge coming that way. I bottomed out and everything. The big thing to do is prove to your parents you are responsible enough for a motorcycle. And there's a few ways you can do that. Don't get in any trouble. That's a big thing. Don't get caught smoking pot or drinking or sneaking out, doing anything like that. That's another big one. Get caught doing that, they'll just be like, we can't even trust him being just him. How can we trust him with a motorcycle, you know? So don't get caught doing anything sketchy. That just shows your parents that they can't trust you even more. Okay, so another way you can prove to your parents that you are responsible is by going ahead and buying your gear. You know, like I bought this thing right here whenever I got my dirt bike. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy me some road and dirt armor. So I got this thing. If you go ahead and buy your gear, at least some of your gear, it just shows your parents that, hey, you know, he's about safety. He's not just about getting a motorcycle and that's it. He actually wants to be safe. In here. Whoa, this is kind of crazy. Look at these are like monster truck bodies. Yeah, there used to be a monster truck shop in here, I'm pretty sure. Pretty cool. War Wizard. Drop off this right here. No motor vehicles. So buy your gear early, go ahead and get it over with. Oh, another one is just save up your money. Like, mom, dad, I have the money ready. Can I do a wheelie on this? Nah. Mom, dad, I have the money ready to go. It's right here. Here's I have enough money to buy one. I'm responsible enough to not just blow all my cash I get. I actually am responsible enough to save my money up. You know, that's probably a big thing too. Just showing them that you can actually handle your money and save it instead of, you know, just blowing it on stuff. Do responsible stuff that like an adult would do, you know, like wheelie across the bridge. See if I can do it. Dang it. Show them you want to take the MSF course, because MSF course is probably one of the smartest things you can definitely do. So that's the big one, guys, pretty much, is you need to prove to your parents that you are responsible, that you're responsible enough to own a motorcycle. What the heck is down here? High voltage RF radiation. That does not sound healthy. There's a wall at the very end. Haha. Haha. Ooh, is that a jump? That's sick. That was a sick jump I just found. This is a library over here. Golly, that's a big jump. Haha. That's awesome. Alright guys, the big thing here is proving to your parents that you are responsible enough for a motorcycle. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, some of your parents will never let you have one until you're out of the house. And there's nothing you can really do about that. And honestly, once you turn 18, if you want a motorcycle bad enough, you go out there, you buy one, you pay for your insurance, and you have a good time. And just be careful, wear your gear, and have fun, guys. So thanks for watching, guys. And you know, if it's actually helped you, or you actually have a motorcycle now because this helped out, you know, comment below, let me know. I want to hear if this actually works. Thanks for watching.